Hi, it's Mark Donegan with the Marketing Execution Podcast. It's wild, but some studies show that most people fear public speaking more than death. And yet, it's one of the most important skills any founder can develop. Whether you're pitching investors, presenting to customers, or leading your team, how you communicate can make or break the outcome. Let's talk about what it really takes to speak with confidence and impact.
Listen up, it's marketing time. Bright ideas sparking, blowing your mind. From strategies to big exec dreams, catch the buzz and join the execution. Marketing combo.
Welcome to the Marketing Execution Podcast. This is the show for tech founders and leaders building B2B products and technologies. We show you how to go further, faster to get the business results you need.
From strategies to big exec dreams, catch the buzz and join the execution. Marketing combo.
Mark, I've been reflecting on something that's kind of bugging me. I see so many founders, brilliant people, get up on stage to pitch their company, and they have all the data, the perfect deck. But 99% of the time, it just falls flat. It doesn't land. And then once in a blue moon, someone gets up there and they captivate the entire room. What is that? What's the difference?
It's everything, Tim. That's the whole ballgame right there. And it's not about being a slick salesperson or having a perfect smile. The founders who fail are trying to inform. The ones who succeed, they're trying to land one single idea. Just one is a concept that TED folks talk about called the through line.
The through line? Like a thread that runs through the whole thing?
Exactly. It's the central takeaway. If the audience forgets everything else, every metric, every feature, what is the one lesson you want burned into their memory? Most founders think their job is to cram 10 pounds of information into a 5-pound bag. They talk about their team, their tech, their total addressable market. It's just a data dump. The great ones know that's a recipe for being forgotten. They start by asking, what's the one thing I want these people to believe when I'm done?
Okay, so it's about focus. That makes sense. But how do you actually build a presentation around a single idea without it feeling, too simple, especially when you're talking about a complex SaaS product?
Right, because you still have to prove your point. And this is the next piece of the puzzle. You support that one big through line with the rule of three. The brain is just wired that way. We think in threes. We remember in threes. Any more than that, and you're just creating noise. So you take your one big idea, your through line, and you find the three strongest pillars to support it. That's it.
So if your through line is, say, our AI makes accountants 10 times more efficient,
then your 3 points might be 1, it automates the most tedious tasks. 2, it eliminates human error. And 3, it provides insights that humans can't see. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Simple, clear, memorable. You can even use a tool called a message map. Seriously, just take a piece of paper, put your through line in a circle at the top, and draw 3 lines down to your 3 key points. Under each of those, you jot down your stories, your stats, your proof. It's a one-page blueprint for killer talk.
a message map. That feels incredibly actionable. So you have your core idea, your 3 points, but you still have to make those points interesting, right? A list of facts is still a list of facts.
Now you're getting to the art of it. This is where you move from competent to compelling. You have to wrap those points in engaging content. And the single most powerful tool we have for that is storytelling. I mean, real storytelling, not just a boring case study. Peter Andre, a competitive public speaker, says, we understand the world through stories. It's hardwired into our DNA.
So what makes a story good in this context?
It needs stakes. It needs emotion. Carmine Gallo, the communications coach, breaks this down beautifully. A great story needs a hero, your customer, and it needs a villain, the problem you solve, the frustrating status quo. There has to be adversity, a struggle they overcome. You have to make the audience feel it. Describe the frustration, the late nights, the moment of despair, and then the triumph. People connect with that on a visceral level.
And that's the connection that makes them listen.
It's that connection that makes them act. It's something we talk about a lot here on the Marketing Execution Podcast because it's not just about having the best product, but about having the best story about the product. And sometimes you have to go beyond a traditional story. Sometimes you have to create a shocking moment.
Like what? What do you mean by shocking?
Something that jolts them out of their passive listening state. Neuroscientists say shocking moments heighten our emotions and make memories stick. I remember hearing about a founder pitching an idea for a new kind of medical device. Instead of a slide, he showed a grainy photo of a makeshift tool being used in a third world country. It was jarring, it was uncomfortable, and it instantly communicated the problem more powerfully than any market size chart ever could. Or look at Jeff Bezos.
The 2-pizza rule?
The 2-pizza rule. He could have given a 45-minute lecture on organizational efficiency and team dynamics. Instead, he just said, "We try to create teams that are no larger than can be fed by 2 pizzas." It's visual, it's memorable, it's a little bit weird. It's a shocking simplification of a complex idea. That is what great communication is all about.
Okay, so this is all about the preparation, the structure, the story. But then you have to actually stand up there and deliver it. All the prep in the world doesn't help if your voice is shaking and you're terrified.
For sure. And look, adrenaline is normal. Even the best speakers get it. The key is to channel it. Don't memorize your speech word for word. That makes you sound like a robot and sets you up for panic if you forget one word. Instead, memorize your ideas. Know your through line and your 3 points so well that you can talk about them conversationally. And your body language, it has to scream confidence, even if you're faking it. Stand up straight, make eye contact, use hand gestures to emphasize your points.
But what if you're genuinely nervous? Do you hide it or what?
There's actually a debate on this. John Maxwell says you should never show you're nervous, that it makes the audience worry about you instead of your message. He suggests using a mantra. But Chris Anderson from TED, he says if you're really struggling, just admit it. Just say, "Wow, I'm a little nervous up here." It makes you human. It makes you relatable. The audience starts rooting for you. Personally, I lean towards Anderson's view. Authenticity trumps perfection every single time.
That feels like a huge weight off the shoulders. The idea that you don't have to be this perfect, polished orator. You just have to be a passionate human who knows your stuff.
That's it. Passion and preparation. If you have a clear through line, a simple structure, and a compelling story that you genuinely believe in, you're 90% of the way there.
That's fascinating. Let's pivot for a second and talk about what this means for a founder with zero budget.
It means everything. For a founder with no budget, public speaking is your number one low-cost marketing channel. It's your entire go-to-market strategy in the early days.
Wow, okay, so frame that for me. You're saying this is more important than, what, running a few cheap social media ads?
100 times more important. Look, when you have no money, you can't buy attention. You have to earn it, and you earn it with credibility. Your talk, your presence on that stage, that's where you build it. Dale Carnegie said it years ago, a powerful speech blends emotion and reason. But what he was really talking about was passion and knowledge.
Right, we touched on passion. You have to care about what you're saying.
You have to more than care about it. You have to embody it. John Maxwell talks about this. Your message has to match your true beliefs. People have a built-in detector for insincerity, you know? If you get up there and talk about creating efficient workflows, but your own company is a chaotic mess, it just won't work. The message dies right there on the stage.
So your words have to be supported by your actions.
Your words are your actions in that moment. It's about being credible. I mean, think about it. If you have zero budget, what's your only currency? It's trust. It's belief. An audience will only listen if they trust you're an expert. And more than that, if they feel like you're one of them, that you share their values.
Wait, hang on. That's a big idea. So it's not just about proving you're smart.
No, not at all.
It's about proving you're trustworthy, that you get them.
Exactly. That is the entire ball game. People don't buy from companies, they buy from people they trust. And when you're on stage, you are the company. Your personal credibility becomes the company's credibility. It's a one-to-one transfer. If you haven't lived it, if you don't believe what you're saying down in your bones, the audience will know. And that free marketing channel, it just costs you your reputation.
Oh man, that's heavy. The founder is the brand in those early days. I get that. So let's say you have that. You're authentic, you believe in your mission. How do you communicate that without getting lost in the weeds? I see so many founders trying to sound smart, and they just end up sounding confusing.
Yeah, because they think complexity equals intelligence. It's the exact opposite. The goal is connection, not confusion. Carmine Gallo drills this point home. You have to use simple language. I mean, like 8th grade simple.
An 8th grader? Really, for a complex SaaS product?
Especially for a complex SaaS product. Think about it. The more complex the idea, the simpler the explanation needs to be. You use short sentences, active language. You trim every single word that doesn't need to be there. All those qualifiers and hedge words, they make you sound undecisive. Cut them. Be direct.
So you're saying our synergistic platform effectuates is out.
It's so out. It's a barrier. It's you trying to sound smart. Instead, just say, our tool helps your team work together. Boom. One is a lecture. The other is a conversation. One pushes people away. The other invites them in. You're not defending a dissertation up there. You're trying to share an idea that you're passionate about with other human beings.
I love that. It takes the pressure off. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room.
You just have to be the clearest, the most sincere. When you have no budget, clarity and sincerity are your superpowers. That's what lands. That's what people remember. They might forget your name, they might forget your company's name, but they will remember how you made them feel. And if you made them feel understood and inspired, you've won.
Okay, this is huge. The idea that credibility is your currency and simplicity is your weapon. I love that. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about the actual writing process. How do you go from a blank page to that killer opening?
Tim, a blank page can be paralyzing. Let's get into how people can actually use this stuff.
Yes, please. The blinking cursor is my biggest enemy. Where do we even start?
You start with a pen and paper or a whiteboard, not a slide deck. And you answer one question. What is the one thing, the single idea you need this audience to walk away with?
The one single idea, not 5.
One, this is your through line. It's the core of your entire talk. If they forget everything else, they remember this. For a founder, it's probably the main pain point you solve. Write that down at the top of the page. That's your headline.
Okay, headline. I can do that. Then what?
Then you use the rule of 3. Your brain loves the number 3. It can process it, it can remember it. You draw 3 arrows down from your headline and you write down the 3 core points that support your big idea.
So it's like a mini outline, a message map. I like that. Can you give me a real tech example?
Sure, let's take a company like, say, Figma. Their big idea early on was probably something like design should be collaborative, not lonely.
Super simple. Okay, I get that. So what are the 3 core points?
Well, they could be 1, it works in the browser, so no software to install. 2, it allows for real-time multiplayer editing. 3, it keeps a single source of truth for the whole team. See? 1, 2, 3. Simple, strong. Anyone can remember that.
Wow, that makes it seem so doable. So once you have that message map, then you write the opening.
Then you write the opening because now you actually know what you're opening. And you have to remember, you have about 60 seconds. That is it. You have 1 minute to hook them or lose them forever.
The pressure is on.
It is. So you can't waste it. No, hi, my name is Mark and I'm the founder of Nobody Cares. Not yet. You have to earn that.
So what do you do instead?
You start with a bang. You can ask a provocative question. How many hours did you waste last week waiting for a file from a teammate? Boom. Everyone in the room feels that. Or you can hit them with a shocking statistic. 95% of design projects miss their deadlines because of version control issues. You just grab their attention.
It's all about creating that immediate connection to the pain.
It's all about the pain. You have to show them you understand their world before you ask them to care about yours. Think about the founder of that B2B SaaS tool that automates sales reports.
Okay.
They shouldn't walk out and say, "Let me tell you about our amazing platform." They should walk out and say, "Who here loves spending their Sunday nights building reports for their Monday morning meeting?"
Right. Nobody raises their hand. Instant engagement.
Exactly. You get a laugh, you get nods, you have their attention. You've earned another 2 minutes. You just can't start with an apology or a weak joke. That's the absolute worst. It just kills your credibility before you even begin. Confidence, a sharp hook, that's the whole game in that first minute.
Okay, Mark, this has been pure gold. Before we wrap up, can you just boil this all down for us one last time? Give us the 1, 2, 3 summary of everything we've covered today.
Okay, absolutely. You have to stop trying to inform and start trying to land one single idea, your through line. That's your foundation. You support that one idea with 3 simple, memorable points, the rule of 3. But facts are boring, so you have to wrap those points in real stories with stakes and emotion. And for a founder with no budget, this is your entire go-to-market strategy. Your personal credibility becomes the company's currency. You earn that trust by being clear. Use simple 8th grade language. Plan it with a message map. Open with a killer hook that speaks to their pain, and you'll connect. It's really that simple.
Wow. Okay, after all that, all the structure, the psychology, the tactics, what's the one belief a founder has to absolutely kill before they can ever truly connect with an audience?
They have to kill the belief that their job is to sound smart. It's not. Your job isn't to perform. It isn't to impress. Your job is to serve the audience, to give them a single idea that makes their life better. That's everything.
The Marketing Execution Podcast is produced by Growth Stage Marketing. We are on a mission to see your company reach wild success using marketing pods.
Too big, accept dreams. Catch the buzz and join the execution. Marketing Convo.
Thank you for listening and being a part of the marketing execution movement and community. To learn how growth stage marketing clients reach more buyers and drive business impact, go to growthstage.marketing. That's growthstage.marketing.